Hello, friends. Thanks for joining me. This is Beatrice with Planning and Memory Keeping, and today we are going to be working on the cover page or the intro page to my 2025 Project Life, Project 365, Project. I'm not sure what we will call it. We'll call it Project 52 Weeks. So basically, I was not going to do the project because I had decided to go with the hemlock and oak. Oh, this is not the right planner. This is the daily, but I was planning on doing it in the weekly planner, but then I realized that there's really not that much space for pictures, and like I think this will be more of a documenting the day type of thing, so that in the future, if I'm behind, which I'm always behind, I can always go back and use as reference for Project Life. But I really love Project Life, and it's one of those things that I want to continue. So basically, this journal will be more of the daily what's going on. If I went somewhere, if I did something, not what I'm feeling or that kind of stuff, more of my day to day. So that's what's going in this book. And then this way I can always reference back when I'm working on Project Life if I don't remember something that went on, or, because you never know what life brings you. And sometimes you think you're going to be ahead and you end up falling behind. So right now I don't have any page protectors. So I made myself this guide from a piece of 9 by 12 paper. And basically it's a 12 by 12 cut down to 9 by 12 because I need to order page protectors and my albums, because as of last week I was not doing this project. What I decided on was to use for my cover page, I'm using a Vicky Boutin collection, which you see there on the left of my hands. And we're going to basically make, I picked this particular collection, the PrintShop. This is what the backside would be. I'm only going to go with this one configuration. Basically, I went with this collection because there's a lot of black in it and a lot of neutral colors that I thought would be easy to match up with other things, like other cards that I might have in my stash, as well as I have a subscription with El Studio, their monthly collection that or monthly subscription rather. So I thought that this would be a good and I thought it would be a good set of colors because like I said, there's a lot of black and black matches everything. So this is what I picked. I also did some cut files, which I created on Silhouette Studio, and then I cut with my Silhouette. So basically, I'll be ordering my page protector soon. I don't think I'll be using any other subscription kits or anything like that. I have been eyeballing Coco Daisy, but their website really confuses me with all the different kits that they have. So we're going to stick with what I have and what I know. This is Print Shop by Vicky Boutin. And like I mentioned, I love the colors. I love that it has a lot of black. There's also a lot of like blues and greens. So I figured it would be a safe way to go. And honestly, there are weeks where I will use a kit, and there are weeks where I will use scrapbooking paper and build my own cards. It all depends on my mood. So my mood and how creative I feel. And I feel like if I could create my own cards, then yeah, I'm not missing much. So I picked a few papers from this collection, and this particular card that you see here, the document, collect, remember, gather, record. That came from the 12 by 12 paper. And then everything else, I decided to go with the 6 by 8 because it's scaled better. So basically, that is what you see there, that the circle paper and this heart paper are both from the 6 by 8 paper pad. And I just liked how that looked. I This is the Welcome 2025 that I've cut out, and I cut them twice, and then I stuck them on top of each other so it would be a little thicker because the font was a little too delicate and some of the cuts came out a little on the rough, like where the W, where the little curly thing is on the W. That was yeah, that was hard to deal with. But either way, I like how it came out. I like that the Welcome 2025 is there. Balance is my word for 2025. For 2024, my word was better. And I feel like it really helped me a lot. But this year, I feel like balance is what I need. And I mean balance in many different ways. So, yeah. So that's what I picked. I cut it also out of black cardstock, and I believe it's basil. And also cut that one into, cut it twice and then glued them together so that it'd be a little thicker. This Opening My Heart to New Beginnings is from Ali Edwards, and it is from a very old Stories by the Month kit. I used to subscribe to Stories by the Month in 2020, I want to say, 2021, and I still have pieces of it. So I'll also be incorporating some of that into my layouts. And that little clip is from the ephemera pack from Vicky Booten's page. So now I'm kind of like looking because I feel like, I don't know, like I want something else, like something. I feel like that white and black card on the right is very washed out because it's light, and then the circle is also a light color. So I was looking for something else that would make it stand out a little bit more. And I think that I will be using this blue card, and then I also auditioned this green one. But I mean, the green one looks good too. But I think I go with the blue because I felt like I needed a little bit more color because I feel like the whole left side was very light. So we're going to go ahead and start gluing this together. And in the meantime, I'm going to tell you about what my plans are for 2025. And I would love any recommendations that you have. If there's things that you want to see, please leave a comment below, and just tell me if there's anything other than Project 52 weeks, or if you want to see 12 by 12. Do you want to see double-sided page, double page layouts? You know, the sky's the limit. I've been crafting, scrapbooking for over 20 years, so I just want to, this is something that I'm doing because I enjoy and I love this project, because I like to look back and be like, oh, look at this, or oh, I remember this day. Like it really jogs a lot of memories. And it's probably one of my favorite. Because I am a full-time student, I am really behind in 2024 as well as 2023. And I think I have made the decision to just not even do 2022 because I've never even started it. So 2022 was my first year as a student, and I kind of needed to learn how to balance. And perfect word, right? So, so yeah, so I do plan on doing weekly videos with this project, but I will also try my best to throw in other videos during the week. But you will see different content on my page, at least two planning videos a week, as well as one project life video. And again, if you want to see something different, just leave me a comment because I do want to do a second video, weekly video pertaining to scrapbooking. So I've gone ahead and sped up the video a bit. Unfortunately, my editing app does not let me do more than times two, so it doesn't look like I'm going a lot faster, but it I am. So this patch is made out of fabric and it has adhesive in the back. And like I mentioned before, it's from Ali Edwards and it's a very old one, probably like 3 or 4 years old. And basically, I mean, I'm not going to do anything more than what I already mentioned. So let's chat. Let's get to know each other. Or here you can get to know me. I am a mom of three, been married for a long time, have two grandsons, and I decided to go back, or rather, not go back because I never went to begin with. So I decided to go to college and become a student at the ripe age of 48 ish, 47 ish, 47 and a half. And I am about three classes away from graduating with my associate's degree in computer science. And as you can see right now, I just screwed that one up. And I realized that I put down I was going to put down 2205, which is, I don't think I'll be here for that. By then, this album would probably be like a fossil or something, like 200 years old. Anyway, so yeah, so I will be hopefully graduating very soon, and I do plan to continue my education and work on my bachelor's degree. I just have not decided where, like what school, or I haven't. I need to start looking into it, and I think I haven't done that because I feel like it's so far away, and I kind of like, you know, one of those mentalities that I gotta see it to believe it. So, but also don't want to have. I don't want to have to wait a whole semester to be able to enroll. So I definitely need to get my boots on the ground. I have to make a decision and start my application process soon. And here I'm just looking for some fonts. I was looking for months, and I found this one stamp set, and it is from Paper Person, which unfortunately is no longer in business, I believe. But once I stamped them out, I realized that they were so tiny, and this label that I chose was huge. And I didn't want to change the size, but I definitely do decide to pull it up and get another label. I also just purchased this Versa Magic, and it is drier than I don't know what in the Sahara Desert. Definitely gonna have to get a re-inker because it is no good. But as you can see, January is tiny, and then I'm going to be doing January to June, and June's even smaller. So this is where I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling this. I am going to look for a bigger font, and I'm like not happy with that, and I'm just using a fountain pen to write the word two. And I'm gonna place it all down, and I'm like, yeah, this is no bueno. But either way, I'm gonna continue with my, giving it a little bling here and there because I feel like it needs obviously something. And I find these little like hearts and chipboard pieces from the Vicky Booten. This is from the same collection. And if you check down below, I will put a link for my little scrapbook store where you can find this exact stuff. And if you use my code, you will get 10% off your first order. So they are awesome. Their shipping is amazing. And even though I am affiliated with them, the owner, we are friends, and she is an excellent, wonderful person. And a small shop, small mom shop, woman owned, right here in the United States, and she is an excellent person. I mean, her when you get your package from her, it's like Christmas because everything is like wrapped. It's a lot of work too to get everything open, but you know that none of your stuff is going to get damaged in transport. So here's where I decide to pull up that label, and I was like, do I just cover up the January to June and restamp? And then I decide, you know what? I'm just gonna get a whole other label. I can always use that for like a tucking piece of ephemera. So now I'm just trying to figure out what fonts I have, and these are my 3x4 sets from Ali Edwards. For the most part, those are all Ali Edwards. But then I realized those are way too big, and and it's like January looks like this. I don't need that much information. I just need January. So I picked this font from, I believe it was close to my heart, and it's the perfect size. And I was so excited because it came with like two A's, two E's. Like it was perfect for like spelling something that had multiple vowels, for example. And so I spell out January, and as you can tell, I am struggling because they're super sticky. They kept sticking to my fingers, and I wanted them straight. This was not working. I started putting them down and realized I need to mirror them because if not, everything's gonna be backwards. You know, the struggle was real when I was doing this. It was also about 11 p.m. On New Year's Eve. So, or rather, last night if you're watching this video when it's posted. So, it was definitely a struggle, but I finally get it to work. And I am going to zip through this because this might take a while. With the beauty of editing, I have edited out a whole lot of nonsense and have moved over to where I'm actually going to stamp out the word January. And as I am trying to get my next word down, which is June, because this book will be from volume 1 from January to June, somehow I dropped the J and I cannot find it. It took me about 2 hours to find it. And let's just say that you will not see me with the finished J, or June rather, because right here is where it just disappeared, as you can see. It ended up under my drawers, which I don't know how I managed to get it out. I used a ruler and pulled it out, but right now I'm like looking for it, can't find it. But this video is going to end very quickly and or abruptly, but hang on and you will see the pictures of the finished project. And yeah, I do find the J and I will eventually stamp it. But here is card number 1, and this is my Welcome 2025, my card balance, as well as the one that is 3x4 that says opening up my heart for I don't remember. And here is the finished page. Thank you for watching, and I hope you had a great day.